shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Oh, dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes. Undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond all.
Then,
It's not there.
then
Let me show you. Do you see it?
Hand in hand, building
oh
castles.
no, it's on the yellow one.
Reaching for the grand
Yellow.
And the top.
willows.
Is that a V? Is it moving?
We lose track of time. Head up high, now we climb. Oh. You were the top that eclipsed the room. I was the one who arrived too soon. But no one would ever bet against us. If they saw us exchanging glances, I was too busy to fall in love. You were too busy to break my heart. Nobody else was there to stop us. Nobody else is there to warn us. Now we go on and on with this poor love song we've been working on far too long, baby. Do you still remember when our hearts turned upside down? Like a marathon, we keep running from fighting for something. Something to remind us that we're better than this poor love song. Too busy watching the TV screen. Now we're just betting on broken dreams. Nobody's gonna come and save us. We cashed in too many empty favors. Now we go on and on with this poor love song we've been working on far too long, babe. Do you still remember when our hearts tuned up spontaneously? On and on like a marathon, we keep running from fighting for something. Something to remind us that we're better than this poor love song. never felt tomorrow closing in this fast. Oh, I guess time's in a rush. Leaves are falling down, but at least they grow back.